let's be for real. If you haven't even tried to create content or put yourself out there to make money, it's going to be very difficult to do that in 2025, especially if you're starting from scratch. I just started the beginning of this year. So I think it's safe to say that I'm at the end of the wave. The beginning of the wave being 2019, right? The start of the pandemic. Do you know how many people became influencers between 2019 and now? The influencer marketing industry grew from 8 billion in 2019 to a projected 24 billion by the end of 2024. Tripled. Influencing has become a career. It has become a job. Like, how much money could you possibly make with the industry being worth $24 billion? Like, that's an industry of its own. So if you haven't started now, because they're already situating it, they're already trying to systemize it, they're banning TikTok, they're systemizing it. It's going to be very difficult to make money online if you haven't already started. Sincerely. Just think about how many people who started years ago, they're ahead of the rat race. It's a rat race. It is literally, if you're creating content, you have to be consistent. You have to keep getting better and better, like challenging yourself, growing. The growth is part of the job. There's also a lot of people that are going to burn out next year. If you've done this for years, and you get your benefits from it, you get your money, the brand deals, now is the time to really lock in. And a lot of people are not. A lot of people are probably going to quit. A lot of people are going to burn out because it's a lot. Especially with the type of content that you want to do. It definitely depends on how much editing, how much time you put into it. The energy in every single video that you make has everything to do if you want to do it or not. Seriously. And a lot of people that put way too much time, way too much effort, way too much energy into their videos, regardless if they get paid, because let's be for real, if you don't have the energy to do it, is it going to come out good? Those people are going to burn out. They are. Like, it's been years. It's been 6 years of straight influx of influencers, content creation, and I just think that the people that put way too much energy into it are going to just stop, which opens the doors for people like me, for people that have just started. You know what I mean? Maybe 1-2 years ago, just started getting their image in, getting brand deals now. We're going to get the most of it next year. So when it comes to influencing, I definitely think it comes in waves. I definitely think that there's going to be a huge group of people every 5 years that, want a piece of the pie. They want to feel like they're free, financially free. And it works, it does, but it's not a 9-to-5. It's not stable. It's all in your hands, quite literally. Every piece of being an influencer is in your hands on your phone. No one is the boss of you. No one tells you what to do unless you're getting paid. So a lot of people, I think, are going to go back into that 9-to-5, which will help the economy a lot. But there's a lot of people like me that have just started. I just started. And I do believe next year I will gain lots of opportunities to make money online. Also, through the simple fact that my content is not difficult. Let me remind you, my content is not edited. I'm not wasting too much energy, too much time. It does take a couple hours or maybe some of my energy for the day, but that's what I want to do. That's what I love to do. It's not just me editing, critiquing myself, and trying to make this perfect video. I'm informative. I'm genuine. I give insight, and a lot of people want to hear it. So my content comes easy to me. I don't think I'm going to necessarily burn out as long as I give myself a healthy schedule and a healthy schedule to go by. Some days I do take breaks. Breaks are fine. Because if you try to put this projection of pressure on yourself in the influencer industry, that's where you burn out. That's where you don't want to do it anymore. The pressure is too much. You want to feel like you have fun with it, and it's not just money. The best way to make money, in my opinion, online is to, first of all, start with a sense of like it's a hobby. You know, you don't want to start with the intention of money. I never started this with the intention of money. I started like one of my first videos, I'm like literally crying. So like my intention was not to be branded. My intention was not to be a YouTuber per se. I was literally just talking. So this goes to show, you know, if you start now, it's possible, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. If you are a brand, if you're a brand, if you are, you know, a company, would you just trust anybody? No. You would trust someone who has a consistent resume, a consistent face, a consistent image. And that's what most of these influencers are. You know, you think of these very already established people that have started from Vine, started from, you know, other social media. Like these people are already getting like most of the brands. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it works. So yeah, you can still start. You know, it's never too late per se. I'm just not going to say it's going to be a smooth slope. You know, it's going to be a freaking rocky road. It's going to be rocky. Even for me, I'm at the end of the wave. I'm lucky enough to at least put my foot in, but I still got to stay consistent. I still have to prove to these brands that I have a resume, that I'm consistent enough to be trusted. I believe I will make money. I believe I will make money being able to talk on a camera. I believe that. I truly believe it. I don't think you need to complicate it. I don't. 2019, with the TikTok starting, everyone complicated the content. You know, everyone tried to be better and better and better than the next person. I think it's like, start with the basics. Start with the basics. Press record and talk. Why do you feel like you need to grab all this attention? It's creating more ADHD than anything. I like the fact that my videos challenge your ADHD and my ADHD. It challenges it. It goes against the wave of content that you normally see. And I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of the fact that I went a totally different direction than to be consumed in the amount of views I get. Like, I'm not even thinking about the views. I'm thinking about the words that I'm saying. Think about that. If someone is creating TikToks or videos that are faceless, has nothing to do with what they're saying or a message, they're going to put their energy into what you are looking at. Like, it's too micromanaged, in my opinion. Like, this is the safest way to start content, in my opinion. The safest, most beneficial, most genuine way to start content. And honestly, I feel like brands will love the fact that I talk to my audience. Like, I engage, I'm honest, and I'm not just out here trying to get, you know, like clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Clickbait is real. Clickbait is also the reason why people burn out, because they have these expectations of how many people are going to click on their stuff or how many people are going to actually like it, and it doesn't meet their expectations. So, one thing about content creation is to not have expectations on yourself or other people. Just have fun, just do it, and hopefully by the start of 2025, things will shift into a way better, healthier influencer atmosphere. You know, I don't want to be just an influencer that tries to influence different messages. My message is my message, and I want brands to see my message and just want to compliment it. You know, I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to be an industry plant. You know, that's what they call industry. You know, I'm going to make a video about that. Industry plants. That is real. But I'm not getting into that. I want to be a genuine creator. I want brands to see me like, hey, this girl could really, you know, could market my stuff and people will really find it honest, and that's how I see myself. Like, I'm not going to just promote something just to promote it. I will use it. That's why I said no to Temu. I said no to Temu because I wouldn't even want it. So why would I market it? You know what I'm saying? Brands can see that. And that's where I think I'm headed in 2025. Hopefully. Hopefully. But if you are thinking of making content, you need a reason why. You need a vision. You need to just start now. Stay consistent. I just think 2025 is going to be a huge burnout of people that don't even know what they're doing, that, you know, they might have made a couple $100, maybe even $1,000 off online. Brands aren't going to pay you if you're not consistent. That's just point blank period. So here's to staying consistent, guys. Here's to the shift in 2025. I hope it's in my favor. I hope that, you know, all this work and effort comes at a price at the end. You know, like, I really hope that this is for the greater good of some sort. And yeah, 2025 is going to be a huge shift. $24 billion in just the influencer industry. It's kind of concerning, but what are you going to do? I mean, I'm not the president. I'm not anything. I'm not in charge of anything. So I'm just playing the game. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.